phenomenal change can happen with incremental changes. It's too much for one person to think about shifting the entire system, but creating incremental change, especially in collaboration with others, can facilitate a movement that facilitates greater momentum and greater change over time.
I think it's really interesting to be able to be in a space where we're also learning the new developments happening in academic scholarship and also policy changes that are happening in real time. I think having those different approaches and understandings has equipped me with lots of different kind of tools and ways of thinking about issues that I care about.
So my name is Tricia Olson, and I am the Harold Stassen Chair here at Humphrey. Whether you're in the Masters of Human Rights program or you're at Humphrey, really the faculty here are doing research that's relevant to the careers and trajectories that students are going to pursue. So in my particular case, I'm thinking about the human rights implications of states and markets. Often have had large teams of students working for me, either researching policies that are occurring around the world, and also to tracking efforts toward access to remedy for victims of corporate human rights abuse. Students may also learn skills associated with data visualization or data analysis. So I often tell students that, when you hear a story with a beginning, middle, and end, your brain releases oxytocin. And so being able to tell stories, convincing stories using data is a really important skill. And so those are just some of the skills that I think students would gain.
For us, we have different backgrounds and experiences. I'm from Colombia, and I worked for the government and UNICEF and Save the Children in Colombia for 10 years in very remote areas. And to have the opportunity to learn from different perspectives and create your own perspective, that is very useful because it's the way that you create knowledge and improve your critical thinking.
These are super complex problems, and so you're not going to solve them within one discipline. So you have to be able to have that ability not just to think critically, but also sort of an ability to what I call translate the issue for other people. So when I talk about business and human rights, I often don't even say human rights. If I'm talking to somebody who works in finance, it's risk. If I'm talking to somebody who is a management, it's about non-market strategy. And so you have to be able to translate these issues to people through a discourse that allows them to understand what you're getting at. And I think that's actually one of the key attributes of an interdisciplinary program, because you leave Humphrey with those skills to be able to articulate something that you care deeply about, but to audiences who may or may not understand it in sort of a rights-based way.
The people that I've met in the program, I've made such great friends, all coming from different fields and different countries and different spaces, and they have contributed to my growth and understanding of the challenges that we face, and knowing that there are other people who also care about these issues and want to kind of take action and be human rights practitioners and move forward in trying to address these issues.
Well, and in the Masters of Human Rights program, we have a professional development component to it as well. We do our very best to prepare people, no matter where they end up, to really contribute to not only reducing human rights abuses in the world, but also improving and protecting those rights as well.
Understanding the ways that policy officials and practitioners kind of think through these challenges and how they might apply different theories around how to create change will be useful when I try to push for social change and progressive change in the professional world.
And when you have strong evidence to change something, it's a really good tool to advocate and to generate changes.